Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every chosen vessel to smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe, all right? Shout out to the Galactic family. Salute to Drew Nation. I'm back at you again with another one. Let's talk about it. When you see negativity in a person, don't even pay attention to it, because if you do, they're spells in control of your mind. Let's discuss this, all right? When people are after your attention and they don't even pay you any mind, that person is a vampire. Whether they know it or not, whether they're doing it on purpose or not, whether they're conscious of it or not, aware of it or not, that's vampire activity. If you don't want anything to do with a person, if you really don't like a person, your behavior is going to show that. And somebody who is highly intuitive is going to be able to pick up on the fact that you don't like them. And when a highly intuitive person sees that you don't like them, they just back off and just let you have your way. They just stay out the way because there's nothing positive that can come from that experience for either one of us, especially the one who recognizes the negativity and chooses just put their hands up and stay away. All right. If somebody sees themselves a certain way, if somebody views themselves a certain way, that's their business. So what you do is you just stay out of the way, right? But when people knock, 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 come and knock on your door and they bring that negativity to your doorstep, it hit different. It's a little different then when they're trying to get you to recognize how negative they are, when they're trying to get you to see how evil they can be, right? They want you to acknowledge their presence. And unfortunately, if that person is negative, they're not going to do that in the most positive way. So what they're going to do is they're going to make it a competition for you to see them, for you to be aware of them. They're going to want you to focus on them more than yourself. But that's unhealthy for you because all you want to do is focus on yourself. So these people, right? They can't stand you focusing on yourself because they require validation from people like you. People like you, you're a big shot to certain people, not to everybody. Some people don't even care about you, right? And that's a wonderful, beautiful, amazing thing. Shout out to all the people who don't even care about me. Yo, peace and blessings to everybody who see me and be like, whatever, and just keep it moving. Peace and blessings to everybody who see me and be like, man, forget him, and just go about their day and stays out the way. God bless your soul. All right. But when you see negativity in the person and they want you to pay attention to it, don't pay attention to negativity. What is that going to do for you? How is that going to prosper you? How is that going to benefit you, your life? How are you going to be setting a positive example for the people that are watching you, right? I know you're high volume. If you're watching this video, I coined the term for myself last year in the summer of 2023. All right. No, 2022. 2222. All right. I coined the phrase for myself. I called it high. I didn't know any other word for it. I said, I'm high volume. I didn't know I was a targeted individual yet. I knew about gang stalking, and targeted individuals, but I didn't know that the term targeted individuals existed. So I just called it high volume. I'm like, yo, I'm high volume. All right. I said, yo, people love me. They can't stop thinking of me. They want to kiss and hug me. I'm high volume. All right. You're always thinking about me, and I know because and the negativity on your face, it shows. People think that they're able to hide that negativity. It's like somebody being on some type of substance. It's like somebody abusing a substance and trying to hide it and act like people can't tell. All right. Like a wise man once said, people can tell. So it's just like when people are evil, just like when people have hate in their heart, is you don't have anything against them as long as they keep it to themselves. But it's very noticeable in a evil person when they're being evil and covertly narcissistic towards a highly intuitive person, because you can see right through the facade. It's like, wait a minute, this wolf is dressed like a sheep and is trying to get me to treat it like a sheep, but I could clearly see that that's a wolf. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be stupid, and I'm not going to be negative, and I'm not going to make it a problem either. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to be the person to cause a problem over this. I'm going to stay out of the way. So when you see negativity in a person, even when they try to bring it to your doorstep, just stay out the way. Let them keep their angry attitude. Let them keep their angry self-belief. It doesn't have anything to do with you. All right? Once you start paying attention, man, this person's negative. Man, this person's face is screwed up. Man, this person look like they got an attitude. They've got you under their spell. That's how they draw people in, especially good charactered individuals, empaths. Oh, this person's not being nice. This person's not acting. This person's not acting in a way that I think they should. Don't get caught up over that. Allow people to, if you are following Jesus and his teachings and the Bible, you have to allow people to come as they are. But when they start coming at you as they are, that's when it becomes a problem for you. Because at that point, if your mind isn't trained to deal with this type of behavior, you are most likely going to be susceptible to giving them a reaction. They're going to be able to work you like a job. Depending on if you're a high-level angry person, if you're easily aggravated, they're going to be able to get reactions out of you, unfortunately, until you learn how to develop your anger into something positive, into peace. You have to become an alchemist and turn that frustration into meditation. You have to meditate on the Lord's word day and night. I promise you, you have to meditate on the Lord's word day and night, whether it's a book about the Bible, whether it's a Bible verse, whether it is a Bible strategy. You have to be able to call on something that is positive. You have to be able to put your mind on something positive that will benefit you when you're faced in the presence of negativity. All right. Not everybody is a positive person. Not everybody is going to respect you. Not everybody's going to like you, and that is just fine. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta stay the heck out my way, because if you don't, then you not liking me becomes a problem for you, not me. I'm not letting you not liking me become a problem for me anymore. If you don't like me, that's going to be a you problem thing. That's not going to be a we problem thing or a me problem thing. If you don't like me, you got to deal with you. Just like if I didn't like you, I'd have to deal with me. And that's what we have to realize and keep in mind. When we don't like other people, that's a us thing. When somebody doesn't like us, that's a them thing. It's just because we're highly intuitive and empathic, we can pick up on energies, and we just don't like the way it feels when other people don't like us. And that's something that we have to get over, because if not, they've got you under their control. They've got control over your mind, and they've got you under their spell of drawing you into their negativity. Don't allow the devil to play tricks on you and play games with your mind through his minions. They don't have that amount of control over you unless you give it to them. Isn't that what we always say on this channel? All right. Now that we become more positive and we're showing growth and we're moving forward and we're doing away with those things that are behind. All right. We're leaving all that behind. Okay. We could focus on that. It wouldn't do us any good. We could talk about that. It wouldn't do us any good unless we're learning from it and moving forward from it. Amen. So when negativity arises in an individual, there's negativity, but there's also positivity. So you have to focus on what makes you smile instead of focusing on what brings a frown to your face. Don't let these people take you to Frown Town. Pause. Don't let these people take you to Frown Town. It's so close, I gotta pause it. All right. Don't let these people take you to Frown Town. All right. Don't let clowns take you to Frown Town. These sad-faced individuals want you to have the sad face. These mad-faced individuals want you to have the mad face. It's certain people that got problems and understand how you don't have them, so they're going to try to bring some in your life. They want to damage you because they see you are unaffected the way they are. But what people don't realize is everybody deals with certain things, but some people are aware that they don't have to deal with it. So they'll do the research. They'll look up, why do I feel this way? How can I not feel this way? There are people out there putting in the work, doing research, studying, becoming greater, becoming better, and overriding mental blocks. If somebody does something to you and you're upset and don't know how to figure out how to be unupset or unbothered, that's a mental block. That's not their problem. That's your problem. Somebody does something and it bothers you, that's your problem. That's a mind thing. That's a my thing. That's a me thing, not a we thing. People have the power to upset you. There's some weakness in your mind that you have to strengthen. You don't strengthen, don't empower the weakness in you, because you're going to get more weakness. Empower the strength in you, so that way you could become more strong. That way you could be stronger. All right. So that negativity will just, it'll be there, but it won't affect you. You'll see it, but you won't be absorbing it. So when you see negativity in other people, look the other way, because they could possibly get you to start thinking in a way that does become draining, that does become tiring. When you have to, when you are forced to have to see certain people, and when you're forced to have to deal with certain people and you know they don't like you and they're giving you the evil eye and the evil stare, and there's nothing you could do about it except take in that energy, you're going to feel drained. There is something you could do about it though. You don't have to take it in. You don't have to absorb it. You could actually block it by paying attention to something else. You could switch your focus to something else. Just because something is there, just because you see it, doesn't mean you have to pay any attention to it. And if people are being negative, that's their business. But you don't have to entertain that. You have the freedom to not entertain other people's negativity. You have the freedom to not be caught up in their control and their spell and allow their negativity to affect you. Your spirit is stronger than them. Your spirit is stronger than their negativity. It's not your fault that they feel some type of way about whatever it is. If people feel some type of way towards you, that's none of your business. What people think about you is not your business. It's not your fault if somebody is offended by your presence. That's why people walking around hateful towards you. They wearing it on their face. Hate is one of the ugliest things that you could ever wear. You don't want to be walking around wearing hate. You don't want to walk around wearing hate. You want to be filled with love. Love is a beautiful thing in a person. Love is a likable, attractive thing in a person. Hate is not attractive. Hate is repellent. Hate is a repellent. Excuse me. All right. Hate is repelling people away from you. The right people, good people, righteous people anyway. So when you see negativity in a person, it's not going to benefit you to pay attention to it. And here's why. Because if they're negative and you entertain it, now both of you are negative. All right. Now you're going to have a problem with them because they have a problem with you. Don't have a problem with people because they have a problem with you. If somebody has a problem with you, that's their business. All right. Don't let people take control of your mind because they have an issue with something about you. Maybe it's because you're tall. Maybe it's because you're handsome and you look good. Maybe it's because you manage your money well. Maybe it's because you just started a business and you're showing some signs of prosperity. All right. Maybe they thought things weren't going to turn out for you as good as they did, but they are, because that's your mindset. People don't want to grow and change their mindset, but they want to be mad at the people who are. If you were down and now you're starting to go up and people don't like that, that just comes with the territory. That's something that you have to deal with. Not everybody is going to like you, and that's okay. You don't want everybody to like you. Not everybody has to like you. You're not required to like people. But what you are required to do, like the Bible says, Paul says, only thing that you owe somebody is love. And that love is wishing them the best. That love is wishing them all that God has to offer them, all the blessings, all the wealth, all the health, all the prosperity of life. That's it. That's all love requires. Love doesn't require you to be buddy with me. Love doesn't require you to put your arm around my shoulder or want to hold my hand or want to slap me five or want to be like, yo, brother, what's up? Love doesn't require that. That would be cool, you know, if we could be buddy and fisted up and actually have genuine love for one another. Or, you know, if females, if you want to actually give a brother a hug or hold his hand in genuality, that's cool. If y'all into that, just an example. Me personally, even if I'm cool with you, I'm really not into holding hands. It's never have been, not my particular style. But some guys, some people out there want to hold. They want some hands to hold. All right. When negativity in a person is there and it's prevalent, don't pay no attention to it. Don't let it bother you. All right. Act like you don't even see it. Act like you don't see it. Would you want to, if there was something around you that you didn't want to see, would you look at it? No. Don't feel pressured to have to entertain others when they're being negative. All right. People will ignore you in a heartbeat. You have a lot of qualities about you, a lot of empathic qualities to where you feel you need to please people. Or maybe you grew up where you may have felt that you needed to please people to survive. You don't have to please nobody. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Ain't nobody offering to help you. Ain't nobody keeping it real with you. All right. Ain't nobody doing nothing for you besides just showing up and either being cool or having an attitude. And if people want to be cool, that's different. But don't gaslight yourself and act like you don't see negativity in other people. But the thing is, it's okay for them to be negative. No one has to change. We're not being down on people who are negative, all right, because we weren't always positive, but we didn't bring our negativity to other people purposely. If I was negative and I had to interact, I just wouldn't say nothing. Why are you so quiet? And then you got people bother, man, you got people bothering you when you're trying to keep the peace. Why are you so quiet? Because I'm going through something and I could potentially be negative to you and it's none of your business. But why are you so quiet? So you just want to get up in my business so I could tell you what's wrong with me so you could make fun of me behind my back and go have something to talk about. And now you're going to get mad if I don't tell you. Well, you're going to have to be mad because I'm not telling you jack diddly squat. I used to hate being in situations like that. I'd be like, yo, this is none of your business. What do I owe you? I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you. I owe me. But certain people are busybodies. Certain people aren't happy unless they know everything negative going on in your life because their life is so negative. And when you don't willingly, freely tell people and give people all your life story and all your business, they're going to feel some type of way because they're not able to take that and use that and have control over you. They feel that you're supposed to be intimidated. That's the key word. They feel you're supposed to be intimidated. But guess what? You're not intimidated by bullies. Bullies don't scare you. Your only person you fear is God. You got rid of fear for man a long time ago. And if you haven't, this is your confirmation. You don't have to fear anything, sweetheart. You don't have to fear anything, my boy. You don't have to fear anything, young man. You don't have to fear anything, brother, gentlemen, ladies. We don't have to, fear not. All right, God gave us the spirit of love, of courage, and of a sound mind. Meditate on that word day and night. All right, so that way the joy of the Lord will be your strength. When you see negativity, you got to ignore it. The more you entertain the negativity, it's like somebody dancing on the street for dollars. All right, the more people keep throwing change at this man or throwing money, putting money in his hat, he gonna jig it up. All right. When you stop paying attention to them and you don't look at them, what they gonna do? He gonna pack up his cardboard box, hop in his Benz, and go home, like in all the movies. I remember one time, I forget what movie it was, I think it was Three Strikes. I think it was Three Strikes, or some California movie, man. I'm pretty sure it was Three Strikes, The dude was sitting on the curtain, I was Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in South Central in the hood or something like that. But it was making fun of Three Strikes though. I'm not sure. But all I know is, they need to make another Don't Be a Menace. Man, they need to come out with another Don't Be a Menace. I swear to God, man. They need to come out with one about the movies that's about to come out. I don't want to get sidetracked, y'all. I have a feeling that some good wholesome movies is about to come out, and if not, maybe when I get bigger, they will not. Maybe, but when I get bigger, they will come out. I'm gonna sit down with Ice Cube and I'm gonna share some ideas, and we're gonna put some movies out because I'm a real creative dude. If you as y'all see, hopefully y'all see it. I'm gonna say that, but I'm a real creative dude. But it's just a sidebar, okay? Let's stay focused. That's why you don't want to focus on negativity. It robs you of everything good, your joy, your happiness, your creative ability. Why get wrapped up in somebody's negativity over how they feel about you? They're upset because you look good. They're upset because you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're fly, you're chiseled, you look good, you got pretty teeth. All right, you got a nice smile. All right, you got handsome ears. You got ears like Samuel L. Jackson. All right, you got eyelids like Michael Jordan. Okay, you got a forehead like Usher. All right, you got a chin like Jamie Foxx. All right, you know, and it's everybody's got something. You got ears like Denzel. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. All right, everybody got something. All right, so whatever it is that's good about you, that thing that you like about yourself so much, that thing you don't see nobody, that thing you don't think nobody sees that. You don't think nobody sees that. You be all up in the mirror like, yeah, I like this about myself. Yeah, I like that. That's dead. Thank you, God. I'm wonderfully made. I'm whole. I'm made whole. I love myself. That thing that you see when you look in the mirror, you be like, yo, I love myself. There are some people out there that see that same thing. And you know what I'm about to say. They feel the opposite. They hate you for it. And it just comes with the territory. You have to deal with it. Everybody has something special about them, but some people are so negative and caught up in what they don't have that they can't see it. It's just like being ungrateful for what you have. You got a whole car, but your car is not as good as somebody else's car, so now you mad. Somebody is walking. Somebody's riding a bike, taking a train. Somebody's Ubering. Taxi. Hey, taxi. You have a car. Why be upset because it's not the car? If you want the car you want, work for it. That person who got that, people have things that do things. People who don't have things haven't done anything. So if you haven't done anything, pick up your bed and walk. Don't complain. If you gotta complain, complain. If you gotta get your complaints out, get your complaints out. But just do it for the greater good. Complain to be better. Don't complain to be bitter. Man, I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna show whoever I need to, whatever. All right, but complain to make it. Don't complain to continue to break it. Don't continue to break yourself down and complain and be miserable. You're gonna want to be happy, so that way your life won't be crappy. You can be happy. People can be happy. It's a choice. You gotta choose. You chose to be happy a long time ago. You said to heck with this. I'm done with this mess. I'm going to be happy. Because I'm happy. Let me know if you feel that happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Let me know if you feel that happiness is for you. Hey, hey. You can tell that's my jam. Because I'm happy. It's a choice. You could wake up and think about a whole bunch of list of negative things, or you could reprogram your mind and get rid of all of them. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to be hurt. You don't have to hate yourself or hate any self or anybody or anything. You can let go of that hurt. You can let go of that hate. You can let go of that envy and that jealousy today. You could be a changed man or woman today, right here, right now, after this video. Change your life today. Allow God into your life today. That's allowing love into your life. That's allowing goodness into your life. That's allowing prosperity into your life. That's allowing a bright future into your life, the light into your life. All things pure, all things good, all things right, all things sound mind. Welcome those things into your life, not negativity, not thoughts that will make you think bad about others or yourself. You can't go out into the world like that because you're not gonna be a that much of a likable person to certain people, and that's none of my business whether you want to be likable or not. It's none of my business. I have no opinion on it, other than when I'm involved. If the negativity would just stay over there where it's at, where there is no opinion, there is no suffering. I don't want to suffer. I'm not going to be opinionated on anything that will cause me to suffer. I keep my opinions to myself. All right? But when people bring that negativity to your doorstep, it hit different. You are now in a war for your sanity, peace of mind, and your joy and your happiness. because they're trying to attack that. All right. There's such thing as a narcissistic stare. There's such thing as an evil look. That evil look transfers negativity when you engage. That evil look transfers negativity if you focus on it. If you focus on that negativity, you will feel it. Don't get caught up in their spell. Don't let them have no control over you. Look the other way. Pay attention to something else. Don't allow somebody else's negativity to get you down. All right? If somebody's unhappy, don't let them get you down. If somebody's unhappy, don't let their unhappiness destroy your happiness. It's all about polarity, and it's all about being an alchemist. You have to take how people make you feel and turn it around for yourself. Turn your mind around, turn your life around. But even more, you'll realize that other people don't have power over how you react. Other people don't have power over how you see things. Their negativity is not stronger than your positivity. You just have to realize that and know that and believe that. You are stronger than this person. This person is weaker than you. They're a weaker individual. They're weaker minded than you. All right. You're strong minded. Don't allow these things to get to you. Don't allow these things to bother you, especially when you know better. All right. You know that you're supposed to be focused on other things. You know, you're supposed to be focused on God and on his word and on things that are better for you to think about than things that aren't good for you to think about. When negativity is in your face, what can you think of? Some things that you could think about that are positive. Think of some things that you could think about that will take you in a positive direction. Think about some things that will better your life. All right. So because you are choosing to be a positive person, right? Not everybody is going to be receptive to that. Just because you choose to be positive, it doesn't mean everybody is going to be positive. All right. Just because you choose to be positive, it doesn't mean everybody is going to want to have that same mindset. And you're going to have to allow them to be who they are. And you're going to have to find out a way to be unbothered. All right. Sometimes when you choose to be a good person, it annoys you when other people choose to be the opposite. It feels like some people are just doing that on purpose. It doesn't feel like that sometimes. It's like, yo, the more of a good person you try to be, the more evil they get, the more negative they get, the more they just try to bother you and get that reaction out of you. It's because they see that as a challenge for them. They want to see if they're able to destroy that good spirit. So what you have to do is not allow them. You have to not let them get to you. Keep going into your mind, which is God's house. Everything is all right in God's house. You can't think two thoughts at the same time, baby girl. You can't think two thoughts at the same time, my guy. You can't be upset and joyful at the same time. You can't be depressed and happy at the same time. You can't be angry or feeling good at the same time. You can't be sad and be joyous and happy at the same time. You can't be broke and rich at the same time. You can't be more than one thing at the same time as far as you feel, how you feel and how your mind works and things like that. You have to choose one and you got to roll with it. If you angry, you angry. If you happy, you're happy. So you know what? I can't think two things at once. If this person is trying to affect me a certain way, all I have to do is keep my mind focused on the way that I want to feel. Do you feel me? Keep your mind focused on how you want to feel. When you focus on them, engage their negativity, entertain their negativity, you are now focusing on how they want you to feel. You are now giving them control over your life, an amount of control that you shouldn't give anybody, that you don't have to give anybody. You don't have to give that power to anybody. You don't have to give that amount of control to anybody because they don't deserve it. Only God deserves that amount of power or that amount of attention. Don't nobody deserve that amount of attention, but they do, because certain people have narcissistic personality disorder and certain people have narcissistic tendencies and certain people are out there and seeking and needing validation from others. And that's okay. They just got to keep it far away. They can't mess with you with that, because if they try to, you're just going to have to keep focusing on yourself. And if they feel they're being ignored, then so be it. But there's nothing that's making you pay attention to them except yourself. So you can't be mad even if they try to get your attention. Only way they can get it is if you give it to them. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Salute to the Galactic Family and Druuill Nation. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Okay. Shout out to the Galactic Family. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this topic and this discussion. I'll see you all later. Druuill out.